It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. And y'all know I talked a lot about Diddy towards the end of last year, the final quarter of last year. I kind of took the liberty to stop talking about him at a certain point, even though more stories began to come out about him. But today we're going to be talking about him in relation to a producer that actually contributed massively to Diddy's hit album, the Love album Off the Grid that just released last year. Unfortunately, this producer's by the name of Lil Rod. Lil Rod made it. He, again, contributed to the album. However, he's not being properly compensated for said work. Okay. He put a video out over the course of I think Friday. He actually put some stuff out all weekend talking about this situation, and he alleges that Diddy is trying to steal his publishing. Of course, this is not a news story. He definitely would not be the first person that Diddy's taken publishing from. However, it does seem a little bit odd that Diddy would go back into the old practices that he's always done, especially when he went through this whole campaign last year to give all of the bad boy artists and people that worked with him over the course of his career the rights to their music back, so long as they were willing to sign NDAs and never speak about him, right? Unfortunately, we've got this new producer here, Mr. Lil Rod, and he's not necessarily new. He's just kind of upcoming. He's been in the game for a while. He's worked with Music Soul Child. He's worked with Mary J. Blige. He's worked with Jack Harlow, T-Pain, Jeremiah. So it's not like he's some small potatoes ass producer. He's just on the come up. He hasn't really solidified his name all that much, but he's been making moves. It looks like Stevie J may have had a hand in bringing him into the fold. It looks like him and Stevie J were working together, which we all know from Love and Hip Hop, his character doesn't seem to be all that glistening, right? You would think that's only him in relationships, but as it pertains to music and business, it seems that Stevie J is actually advocating on the side of Diddy, which I'm not surprised by because he's been working with Diddy since the 90s. He was a part of the original Hitmen production group who made all those songs for Diddy, Notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, Junior Mafia. That whole bad boy movement was basically upheld by the production, by the Hitmen. Stevie J was a major contributor in that scene. A lot of people don't know just how much music he actually produced back in the days because he is a clown. But unfortunately, old habits die hard, not only for Stevie, but for Sean Combs, aka Diddy, as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play y'all some audio of this producer, Lil Rod Made It, talking about his situation. We're going to play a couple videos, actually, because, again, he's been going through it for a minute. All right? So the first thing we're going to play is him just being very blunt, very upfront about what he's facing and how things are going.
I apologize to anyone this video may be embarrassing to. Let's just jump right into it. Some of you may know me or may not. I'm a music producer who's a writer and musician. Different genres. I started in the gospel and jazz and R&B and worked my way over to the hip hop side. I've been working on an album. I took a year off straight working on this album. That album is the Love album, Off the Grid by Diddy. And it's Grammy nominated right now as we speak.
Grammy nominated, man. I just had to pause for the cause. It did not win album of the year, R&B album of the year, or nothing like that, but it was in the category, and he contributed to what he says is 9 songs on that album. The album has like 22 records, 25 records, somewhere around there, and he contributed to a minimum of 6, but maybe 9.
I should be celebrating, but the truth is I'm not. Taking this album on has required so much time, months and at a time, 16 hours to 24 hours a day. Sometimes, Diddy will request certain works to be done and tell us don't go to sleep until it's done. And the truth is we'll be up for days trying to accomplish that.
I'm gonna pause there. Diddy is notorious for these types of practices. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people just get accustomed to it after working for him for so long. But I've heard a number of artists talk about Diddy's rigorous process in the studio. Of course, that's not the process he goes through, but it's the process he puts his team through. I remember Royce the 5'9", who wrote a very popular song on Press Play, which was a big album by Diddy back in 2006, 2007-ish, 2008, around that era. And he was like, Diddy had a specific line or different lines that he didn't like, and he'll have you rewriting that line for days until it's right. He'll have you rewriting verses, choruses, everything. He'll have you working on that same ass song for days upon days until he feels like it's capturing the essence that he's looking for. He's not going to come in and write it for you. As for a producer, he's not going to come and produce it for you. He's going to give you certain little pieces, tidbits of ideas, certain things he wants to convey. And it's your responsibility, along with others, to make it happen. And he's going to check in periodically. If y'all are in there for the weekend, he may stop through a couple times, see how y'all doing, listen to it. That's not it. I'm out. You need to change that. Not going to tell you what to change it to, or you need to change it, or you should think about it like this. Just like, that's not it. Do it again. That's what I've heard. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Dre kind of has a similar process, but he's more on the delivery side. He's going to push the best performance out of you in the studio, more so than just the writing process. It's going to be more so of, nah, you didn't capture the essence. Nah, you didn't capture the vibe. Do that again. Do it again. Do it again. But with Diddy, you may not even get to that point. So just to go ahead and piggyback off of what he's saying, because I've definitely heard these stories in particular, not just about taking people's money.
I've tried to get my business straight with them on this album, but the truth is they're not playing fair. They hit me on below the belt on so many situations, just dealing with this. It's the contract that they give me and the offer that they gave me was just disgusting. The producer fee, pennies. And
now, unfortunately, Lil Rod, we're gonna need a little bit more transparency here. And this is not to down you or to come down on you, but when you say that the producer advance or whatever that you was asking for or that they were attempting to give you is pennies, I understand that's figurative language and you would think people will understand that, but be more specific. What is it that they're offering you that you feel is beneath your accomplishments, beneath your value, right? Because there's a difference between pennies, which I highly doubt they're giving you cents, but I'm sure it's pennies when you compare it to what Diddy and his team are making. But did they offer you $5,000, $2,500 for your work? Did they offer you $25,000? Did they offer you $100,000? Right? What is it that they come to you with? Because you did contribute. Even on Wikipedia, your name is in there, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So if you're not accepting the offer and you're coming to the public talking about the offer, I wish more of you guys would be specific about what it is so that we can empathize with it. Don't say pennies, because there's a lot of people out there that are going to be glib and be like, damn, this nigga offering people pennies? God damn. Let's chill. Let's be sensible. Make your case.
And on top of that, these guys are trying to steal my publishing. I can't go for that. So I'm fighting back. He's a fighter. But
clearly,
I'm gonna put.
Clearly, he's a fighter. Didn't that nigga throw a weight, a dumbbell at a coach head or some shit? Clearly, a fighter.
In this fight, I got to do it for myself, my rights, and most importantly, my kids. Taking my publishing or stealing it is I'm not gonna let that happen. Not gonna let that happen. Again, this is one of those projects that took so much time from me. I missed holidays with my family, just out working on this album. At what point I was running around with the hard drives, the computer, just to run the ball on this album, to finish the production on it, and make sure that this album came to, a good project with good vibes, just where it is right now. And just to be offered little to no participation in this is highly disrespectful. I won't be that guy 20, 30 years from now, looking back saying, I wish I'd done this. I'm going to do this now. Doing this situation is not easy. Taking Puff to court, suing him is not easy. I don't have the monies that it's going to take to fight him in court. So I'm just asking, if you're in support, please. The link is in my bio to my GoFundMe. The money will go towards my attorney fees and to just make sure I'm keeping my head above water during the process. I really appreciate this. Thank you so much.
It's so bad this young man is actually running a GoFundMe right now so that he could try to get his legal fees together to get some type of representation to go up against this conglomerate that Diddy and his legal team and his, Combs Enterprises, Bad Boy, Love Records, all of that shit. He knows you can't go to war unless you got your money right. This is something that Tupac talked about back in the day too, for those of my Pac fans. So we're going to get to the GoFundMe in just a moment. But he's got a few other posts that I want to get through. Okay? So, where's the post where he actually
Hello, everyone.
Put this in terms that were easily digestible?
Hey, because I run shit here, nigga.
Might be the motherfucking GoFundMe, actually. So let's go to the GoFundMe. Fuck it. Share my screen with you guys. Boom. Help me sue Sean Diddy Combs. He's looking for $50,000. So far, he's raised $1,295 out of 25 donors. Okay. So in the description here, it says, after working over 1 year straight on Diddy's Love Records, the Love album off the grid as a producer and writer, I find myself fighting for my producer's rates, money, publishing shares, and royalties for works done on this project. For the better part of the last... Hold on, let me put myself on the screen. I'm tripping. Let me act like I've done this before. Act like I done this shit before, man. Boom. For the better part of the past 6 months, my team and I have extended every opportunity we knew possible to have these matters addressed and resolved fairly, but in private. However, Diddy's negotiation tactics to stall communications, dry out my funds, and have me negotiating out of desperation or without a real means of fighting back has forced me here. Mr. Combs has continued these methods with my team and I throughout the negotiation process, knowing our finances doesn't match his and theoretically would have us either settle for something terribly less than what's earned, owed, and or keep us from suing him thereafter. As you can see, and he now knows, I will fight back. Unfortunately, the fight will cost more time, efforts, and frustrations as I attempt to reach the $50,000 goal to retain my litigating attorney to put this case in court. I've also been advised this situation could cost as much as $300,000 should it go to trial. I'm aware that this isn't the most economically vibrant time for many. As I ask, if you are in the position to assist me in any way, please help. No donation amount is too small and will certainly be appreciated, and on behalf of myself and all creatives that Mr. Combs has allegedly taken advantage of. I'd like to say thank you in advance, Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr. So he's in for a fight. Damn, got his poster on the wall, man. This is crazy. So he's saying he's gonna have to raise $50K just to get his attorney to get the case off the ground, and then if it goes to trial, he's gonna need another $300,000 to go to trial and try to obtain his motherfucking monies. Now, as I stated about Stevie J earlier, he commented on one of the posts, which I'm going to play for you. And let's just weed out the vibes that are coming from Love Records. You know what I mean? So here's a follow-up post from Lil Rod.
Hello, everyone. Until further notice, I will not be performing at any gigs or anything like that. for security reasons, my family, friends, and everyone close to me just feels like there's a lot of potential threats, and everybody's just telling me what he's allegedly capable of, and it's very scary for myself, and it has me worried about my kids, and just sleeping with anxiety and different things like that. So just moving forward, just gonna pause on everything until we know that it's clear and safe for me to come back outside of work. I appreciate you all for your love and support, and everybody that knows me, etc. Thank you so much. Love.
So he says he won't be performing because he's also a performing musician. He plays keys and different instruments, plays in bands and stuff for touring artists and things of that nature. So until further notice, he's taking a hiatus from making any public appearances or performances because at this point, his family feels it's in the best interest of his safety. They don't want him to be threatened, and they don't want themselves to be threatened by coming out and supporting him at such gigs. Furthermore, he puts out a clip where it seems as if Diddy and some guys in the studio are making fun of his situation.
Go ahead, because I run shit here, nigga. You feel me? I run shit.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Little Rod ain't worth giving his kingdom to if we don't control his publishing. I can solve his efforts with 3 other human beings. He's eating at our table, and I like his backstory, but you need to have other people. It's hard to work with him unless we have his pub. He's a piece of shit human, but we do not need his talent unless we can work with him.
Yeah, go ahead, because I run shit here, nigga.
All right. So y'all know that voice in the beginning. I run shit here. Now, I don't know if this is part of a greater project. It looks like it could potentially be from some sort of documentary where they, I guess, ran into some issues with Lil Rod. Or maybe this is camera footage that the videographer leaked to Lil Rod so he could see how they were talking about him. I don't know. I don't know all the specifics on this, but from what we've deduced, it seems like there was at least some form of contentious nature while they were in the studio putting this together pertaining to Lil Rod Made It. Now, Stevie J comments on this post and he says, post the whole video. Don't make it seem like niggas sitting around joking on you and you didn't produce 9 songs on the project. Okay, so he's here to discredit his story. Adding a piano on a song doesn't make you the producer. Adding bass on a song definitely doesn't make you a producer. Tell the whole story on how you came in as an engineer. Don't get selective amnesia and don't try to make the homie look like he's stealing from you because clearly I know that ain't the case. DZ for life. I don't know what the fuck DZ is. I really don't wish to know what the fuck that is. But that's Hitman Stevie J coming in, trying to put the pressure on Lil Rod. And to me, when I see something like that, to say, don't act like you didn't come in as an engineer, that to me sounds like a testament to this young man's work and his work ethic and what he was willing to do to make this album the best that it could possibly be. Because if he didn't give a fuck, if he didn't want to be a part of it, he could have just sat there, pressed record, you know what I'm saying, or mixed or whatever his original assignment was. But instead, he came in, started adding piano, adding bass, adding whatever it is that y'all were looking for to make that vibe what it is, right? And you could say that doesn't make you a producer, but there's definitely producers out there that add these small elements to songs. They get publishing credits, they get writing credits, and they get paid for their work. As a matter of fact, that's the way the entire Bad Boy camp has been running shit for 30 years. Are we not clear on that? Hitman, you know this because you was there. You part of the originals. But it's because you willing to do it and you've been there since day one. You're now complicit in it. This is now your business practice as well. So, of course, anybody that goes against the grain, you're going to try to slide on them. You're not low, brother. And this man comes in and he's producing for other people. Ain't nobody else had no problem paying this nigga. So what the fuck is y'all issue? That's all I'm saying. And y'all got him to do that on allegedly 9 records. You know what I'm saying? When the Grammy nominations came out, he was up there celebrating with you motherfuckers. He was thinking something was finna come through the pipeline. He expected life to change. Get what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and put this on the fucking screen, man. Y'all got me hot today. Boom, Lil Rod. Right? They made promo graphic Grammy Awards. Producer, Best Progressive Album, R&B, the Love Album, Off the Grid. He produced on Deliver Me, Homecoming, Stay a While, Moments, Needed Somebody, Reaching What's Love, Stay Part 1. And, you know, I actually listened to the Love album and gave it a shot. It was hard for me to listen to it because of the fact that I knew, we've all known for years, the type of business practice that was going on with Puffy and his team. But just because it was a star-studded lineup, we can't forget who all was on this album. Right? This album had some of everybody. Let's just run through the people that made appearances. The Dream, Nova Wave. Y'all may not know who Nova Wave is, but it's a songwriting production duo. They also did a lot of work on the Beyonce album, songwriting and producing, Renaissance. Yeah. Nova Wave is the shit. I believe they're represented by Rock Nation. Busta Rhymes is on the album. Don Richard is on the album. Kalina, Nyjah, Jazzy, Jacquees, Fabulous, Sway Lee, Summer Walker, The Weeknd, French Montana, 21 Savage, Bieber, Jasmine Sullivan, Ty Dolla $ign, Kehlani, Coco Jones, Kaylin, FRFR, For Real, KC, Jeremiah, Mary J. Blige, Tiana Taylor, Burna Boy, Babyface, John Legend, Her. All these motherfuckers is on here. Bryson Tiller, of course. He was the first song that even got leaked out. Well, not leaked, but put out. Party Next Door, Metro Boomin. Not to mention the production team. Timbaland, London on the track. D-Mal. Victoria Monet shit, yeah. I mean, Jay Dilla in his fucking grave made an appearance on the production for this album. So, this is a star-studded event. I checked it out, and I was like, I didn't care for the raps. The singing was pretty cool, but I really liked the beats. I was like, these beats is kind of tight. These motherfuckers is going. But it was just hard for me to come back to it because I couldn't stand hearing this nigga rap. I've given him chance after chance to prove that he could get some type of flow, some type of energy in his goddamn vibe. But no matter how good the beats are, they just fell flat. It's just my opinion. And now we're here with this young man saying Diddy's trying to steal my publishing, trying to take my credit off the album when, again, even on Wikipedia, his name pops up. You know what I'm saying? Track 3, Deliver Me. Lil Rod made it on Wikipedia. Track 4, Stay a While with Nyjah. Lil Rod made it. Homecoming featuring Jazzy. Lil Rod made it. Along with Stevie J and Diddy. Diddy got some nerve putting his name in the production credits. You know what I mean? Track, what's the next one? Biddy bum bum bum. Track 13, Need Somebody, featuring Jasmine Sullivan. Lil Rod made it, along with Key Wayne, D-Mal. Track 17, featuring Ty Dolla $ign and Coco Jones. Lil Rod made it. Ty Dolla $ign co-produced on there as well. It's just crazy to me, man. And that's why I say on Wikipedia, he's credited on 6, but he's saying he contributed to 9. Maybe those other 3, he might have just put bass or piano or something like that, like Stevie J was saying. But he was in the studio heavy. He contributed to the ideas. He was in there. I mean, even Wikipedia got the shit. And we know that you can't trust all they shit. But for somebody who's not even like a mainstream producer that's like top dollar, top tier just yet, the fact that he's credited on there should be telling a lot. Because there's a lot of people whose names would go missing on that particular page. So y'all got to get y'all shit together. I hope he's able to. And when I say y'all got to get y'all shit together, I'm talking about Diddy's team. But as far as Lil Rod, I hope he's able to get that $50,000 so that he can move forward. I hope he's able to save up and get that $300,000 to go to trial. You know what I'm saying? I know this is a huge inconvenience in his situation. He's saying that he's going to need money just to get by so that he can pursue everything that he's owed. And unfortunately, it's not guaranteed that he's going to win. It's not guaranteed that he's going to be able to get the retribution that he's seeking. And I wish him all the best, man. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates. I will definitely see y'all on the next one. I'm trying to get ready for the Super Bowl. I really don't watch football like that, but every year we watch the Super Bowl. We cooking at the crib and doing shit. So, you know, it is momentous like that. But I will catch y'all on the next one. Much love and respect. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rags. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.